I love the details. I could preach a lot about that, but most people get lost in, I don't want to say get lost. Most people don't really want to hear all those details, and so then the daydreaming can occur. Which that doesn't bother me. I actually think you learn more when you daydream. I was talking to somebody today that, one of the ways I used to listen is that I would listen while I was doing something else. Either while I was working out, I would listen, or while I was driving to work all the time, I would listen. And what I found was, because my brain was engaged with something else as the primary thing, I wasn't listening with my intellect.
Right.
I was listening as a secondary thing, where my subconscious was just open, and my subconscious was daydreaming with the Spirit, right? And I actually find that was a beautiful dynamic, and I found that God was really able to talk to me that kind of way.
Sure.
Because sometimes it's not bad to engage with your intellect, but sometimes if you're trying to listen to the Spirit like it's an algebra equation, or if you're trying to listen to the Spirit like it's a classroom, and you're trying to make sure you intellectually understand everything, that's just not, it's not the most beneficial.
Right.
It's better if you daydream about a thought and go off with the Spirit with the thought.
I can be driving. I drive back and forth to the city, several times a week, and I'm driving and I'll listen to like Christian music and not have a spiritual thought, period. And it's not that the music is bad or anything like that, but they're communicating this thing like. But I could be driving and listening to like 50s and 60s music, and my mind just explodes in revelation. Because something that is said in one of these songs just triggers a thought in my mind that causes me to really delve into some deep truth.
Yeah, that's good.
Isn't that crazy?
That is, and it's good.
Bizarre.
And I encourage everybody into what he said and what we just said, because so many times you can go sit and listen to a message where you think, let me have my notebook out, and now you're trying to understand intellectually. That doesn't mean it's bad to have a notebook out or to take notes, but it's just to say that when we hear a message, it's the only benefit isn't in if we can understand everything that's intellectually said, right? And so don't discount what the Spirit can do inside of you, even if you're daydream about a thought. You think I missed those 10 minutes. Where do you go back at a later time and get those 10 minutes? Does that make any sense?
Yes, totally. Yeah, absolutely does.